And yeah, everybody here does $1 million or more a year. A lot of them does over 10 million, and a few of them does over 30 million. Some of them do over 100 million. So everything big. Yes, Zig from Columbus, Ohio. Patricia, Las Vegas, welcome. Put down the chat where you're calling from. What you're most excited about tonight, right? Gonna make the best of our time together here. Jillian from London, El Paso, Heidi, Kimet Shetty from Charlotte. All right, excited about everything happening. I love that. Cassandra, Washington, D.C. All right. Okay. Yes, yes. What are you most excited about here? Yeah, got some Florida folks in here. I want to be like you. I know about that. Let's go. Be like you. Be like you. Be yourself. California, Boston in the house. Got Pakistan too. Wow. Okay. Philippines. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna make it worthwhile for you and for me as well, right? I do everything in my power tonight to show you how to live your best life now and make six-figure income, live the financial freedom lifestyle. I am literally living my dream life every single day, and I have to thank God every day. Okay. So I mean, like a month ago, you followed me. A month ago, I was in Dubai, having time of my life, racing ATV through the desert. And then like I think a week later, we went to ski. So it's really, so we went to the desert. Then a couple weeks later, we went to skiing with Tony Robbins at his home in Idaho. You know, jumped in the hot spring and jump out into the cold plunge. It was really like surreal. One moment we're in the desert, one moment we're in the skiing in the mountain, the most beautiful place. And then, you know, stop by New Orleans for the Mardi Gras. What else? And then went to Miami for Grant Cardone, hang out with Grant Cardone as well, another billionaire. And now I'm hanging out with Russell Brunson. All this happened in the past month and a half, 2 months, guys. Can you imagine that? Like, I have to pinch myself. Like this is my normal life now. And I want that for each and everybody, right? Wouldn't you guys want that for you as well? You know, now I'm in the most beautiful resort in Mexico, flowing down the river, just have a wonderful massage. And I mean, I spent more on that massage than what I was making in the day as a pharmacist, believe it or not. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, you know. All right. All right, so tonight I'm gonna talk about the 4 steps that I took to go from immigrant to multi-millionaire with corporate housing without owning properties or without any employees or real estate experience. And even if you only have a few hours a week, okay? That get your attention? Yeah, yeah. Anybody here would like that? Make six-figure income working just a few hours a week without need any experience in real estate, you know, or any kind of business. I'll show you exactly how to do it. And you don't even have to deal with a bunch of employees or manufacturing or any of that stuff, you know? All right. Stay to the end. I will give you the blueprint on how you can do this as well, okay? You want to definitely stay to the end because otherwise I will not release the blueprints to the end.
That mini team is big, but I like how you can.
All right, all right. All right. So I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy and 20 years of entrepreneurship experience. I also have my MBA as well. I learned from the best of the best so that I can distill what is the best way to compress decades into days for you to achieve your goals fast. How many want to go fast, right? I discovered the one vehicle that helped me to get absolute financial freedom, guys. Absolute financial freedom, like I'm saying. I can do whatever I want to do with whomever I want to do it with, whenever I want to do it with, and with whatever I want to do, basically. Okay. I won't do anything to anybody if I don't want to do it. All right. I learned from the right people and I refuse to give up. Okay. I learned from Tony Robbins, my mentor, also Grant Cardone, also Sir Richard Branson. Went to play chess with Sir Richard Branson at his home in Necker Island. It was surreal. I'm sitting here in front of my hero. Not only he's worth $5 billion, but he probably gave away $1 billion or raised like so much cost, helping so much people, right? It was absolutely surreal. And then he invited me to dinner on his cruise ship for his birthday party. Okay, not a yacht, guys. It's a different level. It's a cruise line. Okay, it's the Virgin Cruise Line. Yes, and that was a phenomenal dinner. Billionaires all over the place. And then Grant Cardone over here playing poker with him on his yacht. Surreal experience. Went to Tony Holmes, right? So no matter what the obstacle, I refuse to give up, guys. I keep on keeping on, and that's how this immigrant boy telling you, coming you from here live and become a multi-millionaire, okay? But I'm not anything special. I'm gonna go over that real quick. What's special is who I have helped. So for example, this team here, Sue they won 2 bookings on their property and book out for 3 months. Imagine you have booking that for 2-3 months at a time and they're paying 4 or 5K a month, right? The proof is right here, man. This is what is important. It's not what I've done, it's what I can able to replicate, teach my students to do, right? So they don't have to worry about anything for the next 2-3 months. And most likely those properties will be extended. And with each extension, you're just getting paid like mailbox money. How many want some mailbox money, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Okay. Another example here, another student, my Sonny, second property, 3 months stay through insurance. Keep the faith, folks. Get it set up and start marketing. Amen to that, right? This is to a 12K check right here, for like a 3 month stay. Pay up front, by the way. Up front, guys, up front. You get it? This is how I have helped. One of my a friend was a frustrated, burnout mom who was like a loan processor, and working 50 hours a week, trying to figure out life. Okay, I help her through this process. She within 3 months replacing her income. After 6 months, she making 6-figure income to like 15-20K, and say, peace out, boss. She became one of my coaches. Awesome, right? And she just recently did a 6 weeks vacation, dream vacation to Vietnam with her entire family and live the life of dream while her business making more than any doctors make. Imagine that. You go on your dream vacation while your business making you, printing you money every single month, every single day while you're on vacation, living your best life now. How would you like that, right? Or we have Amanda here who have 5 kids, want to take care of her family, and she's able to make like 30K a month in California, which everybody says so compared so hot, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Because it is so hot, she's charged a lot more. So she's making like 4K a month per property instead of 2K a month, right? So she only need like 8-9 properties to make 30-40K a month. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so amazing. Or we have Kenny and Camille, 25, 26 years old, amazing. I want to call them kids, but like basically very young people here that newly engaged. Now they got financial freedom through this, so anybody can do this, all the way to Nick, who've been experienced. If you have experience in real estate, listen to this, guys. Nick has his 5 years experience doing Airbnb. Literally, he's a super host, but he still took my course. Why? Because he couldn't scale more than 2 properties. He only had like 2 duplexes after 5 years doing this. Well, I tripled his portfolio in only months, right? Why? Because I'm going to show you why tonight, if you pay attention. My goal for this training is to teach you how to make multiple six-figure income through our secrets beyond Airbnb, is corporate housing without owning any properties or working any 5 hours a week. Okay. If you work more than 5 hours a week in this business, something is very wrong. Okay. So that's no one else is teaching, right? All right. If I can share you my story, I'm an immigrant from a third world country. When we came over here, all four of us sleep on one bedroom, literally in the ghetto. Okay, I will hear gunshots as I go to school. Right, my mom and dad will pray for me to make it home. Right, but we are determined to achieve the American dreams. And my mom and dad had to work like in the dry cleaners, manual labor. They would cut and burn themselves each and every day. They would cry themselves to sleep just to put food on the table, because we didn't know any English. We only know one person, who was my uncle, and that's it. Okay. So since 11 years old, when I see my mom and dad will cry themselves and cut and burn themselves from the dry cleaner, I promised myself I would do whatever it takes to help them to achieve the freedom lifestyle, retire them, to live the American dream, to travel around the world and help other people, right? So just like you, to make it in this amazing country of America, right? So and I thought the way to do that is through traditional education, right? So I worked many years to earn my doctorate in pharmacy. Okay, I worked for like 8 years to get my doctorate in pharmacy and MBA as well. And this time when I was doing that, I had to survive off ramen noodles, McDonald's, dollar menu, Tuesday tacos. You guys relate, right? So after 8 years of that, of basically living like hell on earth and studying like 60 hours a week, I finally got it. And I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to take care of you for life. I'm a pharmacist now. I got the white coat, I got the bling, I got the title, I got everything, right? I worked so hard in the first year. I won the Pharmacy of the Year for a Fortune 10 company in my district, right? Which is not easy to do, okay? Now, I thought I made it. I'm like, man, I'm going to take care of you guys. Mom, Dad, don't worry about a thing. My company going to take care of me. I'm going to get a big fat bonus. I'm going to like, whatever, get freedom. But what I found out is that instead of giving me all that, they give me more work to do with the same amount of pay, like a 2%, 3% increase, nothing. I not even keep up with inflation. And they will cut my tech hours so that way I don't have a lot of help. Why? Because they know that I can handle it, right? They know that I can handle it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, how do I break this trap? I was driving an hour to work, an hour home, the golden handcuff, right? So I was like, what do I do? So then I tried all kinds of businesses. You know, I was trapped. I thought I made it. My mom was diagnosed with cancer at the time too, you know, and I tried all kinds of businesses you can imagine, you know, everything that you can imagine. Because I know that I didn't have much time, because I didn't know how much time she has, right? Just like you and your family, you really don't know how much time your family has. Okay, especially if your parents are getting older or your kids or whatever, right? We don't really know. So we got to have a sense of urgency to focus. What if you can focus for the next few months and live the rest of your life free for the rest of your life? Live life on earth as like heaven on earth. Like this right now, I'm living heaven on earth. Like seriously, like I'm here at this resort, it's all expenses paid. You know, we can go to you know, our food, drink, everything is included. The best service. We can go all the parts, adventure, having fun all day, and it's all included. I mean, it's feel great, right? So, but it wasn't always this way. So I was frustrated, I was trapped, and I was burnt out. How many here felt frustrated, trapped, burnt out, right? And I didn't know what to do. So I tried like, what was it? Amazon, drop shipping, you name it. I tried even like multi-level marketing, stalking people at Barnes and Noble and Walmart or whatever, and then trying to get a phone number and try to close a deal, right? I tried opening up Italian ice, opening up a restaurant, open up you know, any kind of business, you know, I even like put like road sign on the highway, risking my life as a pharmacist. Can you believe that? Yes, as a pharmacist, risking my life, putting road sign on the highway to get to get lead for this one business that I was trying to do, like multi-level marketing thing. It's crazy. Now looking at it, like so I was desperate, man. But I was hungry. The most important thing is you cannot train hungry. Some of you are hungry for success. Who in here hungry for success? Put down some heart, some fire in the chat, man. Hungry, man. Hungry for success. Okay. So prior to becoming free, I was working 60+ hours a week. I was lost, I was miserable, and I was rock bottom. How many feel like you're rock bottom? But that is when I met somebody that gave me the epiphany. What is the epiphany? Is that I could rent vacant homes and sublet on Airbnbs and scale to freedom. Okay. So that is what got me the financial freedom. Is the idea that I could leverage other people's property, that I don't have to own them. Right? Does Airbnb own any properties, guys? No, right? Does Uber own any cars? No, right? And yet, aren't they the biggest, baddest company out there? Yes. So does it mean that you and I have to own anything? No. Okay. But we have to control everything. Write this down. You don't have to own anything. You want to control everything. Controlling is the key to success. If you can gain control of a property by simply renting it and have a sublet clause in it and make money from it in the best area without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're only spending a few $1,000, then why not? Do it. That's how you scale to freedom, right? So, because the old model is broken, by the way, the old model is exchanging your time for money directly. Well, guys, what is the worst trade in the world? Right? Put down in the chat. What is the worst trade in the world? You are trading your what? Your what for your what? Right? Yeah, exactly. You're trading your time for a dollar, for the dollar, no matter what the dollar is, right? Why? Because you have limited time and we don't know how much time we have. And we're trading for the dollar, you know, 1 hour at a time, we call, I found $60 an hour, right? Oh, $60 an hour, okay? You can never get that life back, right? The time with your kids, the time with your mom and dad, your significant other, okay? And then they told us to put money in a safe place, and 40, 50 years from now, we will be rich and wealthy and live the amazing lifestyle. I mean, come on, guys. Have you ever seen anybody actually living their dream lifestyle, you know, and be healthy and young and actually a multi-millionaire from doing the 401k IRA hedge fund plan? Yes, I'm calling them out. No, right? Because even if they make all that money, if they are rich, they are too old to enjoy it. They can't even travel. They can't even go see all the beautiful places that we see. Why would you want that lifestyle? Why would anybody want that plan? You see what I'm saying? So I was like, that is not my plan. I don't want a 50 years plan. Give me the 5-year plan, right? And now I have the 5-month plan. How about this? I can promise you within 5 months, if you focus, you can basically living financial freedom lifestyle. Who will want that plan? Instead of 50 years plan or even the 5-year plan? Even 5 years too long for me. Okay, I want speed, man. Speed. Speed is the new big. You get it? All right, so the new model is you create an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep. Write this down. Earn money while you sleep, guys. You want to continue to reinvest into your business for years to come. You want to watch how you have multiple streams of income to increase in direct proportion to the value you provide to the marketplace, not your time or hard work. Write that down. These are golden nuggets I'm dropping right here, right? You want to have MSI, multiple streams of income. That's how you get financial freedom and security. Most people think that your job is financially secure. Let me ask you this. If you only have one source of income from your job, even two, like I was a realtor too, so even two, if something happened to you, what happened to your income? If it's active income, gone, right? Who's going to take care of your family? Let's be real here. Nobody, right? Nobody. I don't care how good your company is, okay? So how do you counter that? Is you have multiple streams of income. I have like 30 sources of income right now. If 2 of the houses burn down, as I speak to you right now, that's only like, I don't know, 5–10% of my income. Is it going to change my lifestyle? No. I can just go out there and rent 2 more like that tomorrow, right? Boom. You see what I'm saying? And the skill set, the knowledge, the skill is so valuable. High income skill, write that down. all right? And you want to create a business model where you earn money while you sleep. Well, this business is literally like you are literally earning money while they are sleeping at your property, okay? This is the only business that, one of the only business, because the AI is going crazy, right? AI is hacking everything, taking over the world. 80% of all the job that you're going to know in the next 3 to 5 years is probably going to be lost to AI, okay? So you might want to learn something now. But the only thing that AI cannot, hold on, who is this? The only thing the AI cannot disrupt is where you and I sleeping tonight. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's shooting. The only thing AI cannot disrupt is where you and I are sleeping tonight, right? So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay. So you want to continue to reinvest your business for years to come, right? And then you have multiple streams of income, then you can have the financial freedom. All right, the hallways on your own. I was really confused about picking the right location, pricing strategies, managing staff, hospitality experience. I know how to scale, lost thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars and had to close down more than 10 Airbnbs. So imagine me opening it up and closing it down, opening up, closing it down 10 times. How many times will you do that until you give up, guys? Okay. Well, my dream was big enough. Remember, my mom was counting on me. My dad is counting on me. I'm their retirement. You get it? Right? I'm the only son in the home. But anyway, so, however, the good news is I can save you from these nightmares. Okay, I can save you from these nightmares. The hallway is on your own. I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff that comes with them. Become a mega host and get financial freedom. Okay, I ended up scaling to 23 Airbnbs, making 6 figures within months. And here's the proof of it, right? And these are the checks from the companies itself, right? Direct bookings. You don't want to get only Airbnb or VRBO, because if you are your income depending on one source like that, you are F if something happened like COVID, right? No, you want to have multiple sources of income, multiple partners. You have multiple companies. Why? Because you don't have to share your profit with the Airbnb or VRBO. Why is this different? Like, I'm not just another Airbnb guru, right? Some people think, oh, Airbnb guru, there's so many, or oh, Airbnb, I know exactly. No, this is corporate housing. It's totally different. Why? Because the clients stay for months instead of days. Okay, so that way you're only working, 10 times less than you do. How many here would like to work 10 times less and getting paid like 10 times more, right? You make 2 times the market rents while minimize the management, okay, right? So why? Because instead of hosting, 15, 20 people, over 3 months, you're only hosting 1 company. You understand? So that's like 10, 20 times less management. For 1 vacation rental, I can manage 10 corporate housing. It's the equivalent of energy, time, effort, and all of that. And it's B2B, business to business. So the company will take care of the property much better. They don't throw parties. They don't go crazy. They don't do drinking events and all of that, right? And number 4, you escape the regulations and have more tax exempt. You escape the regulations of a short-term rental. This is midterm, 1 month to 6 months. The regulation of hotel lobbying, of all of that, and taxes, right? Now, there's so many ways exempt when you have more than 30 days stay. And you have much better clientele, okay? That's why I have built this amazing mastermind, have hundreds of students, and I blow up on social media, went viral on almost every platform, and have hundreds and hundreds of clients, hundreds, thousands of people, because this thing worked, right? You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work, then we wouldn't have all those testimonials. You can go on my social media to see all the testimonials you want. What is the financial freedom formula? Can I share with you the financial freedom formula within 5 to 6 months, making more than you can ever imagine, right? And have the freedom lifestyle and passive income. Most important, passive income. Now it's not 100% passive, but it's about 95% passive, man. I mean, literally, like really. Because if anybody tell you it's 100% passive, they're probably lying to you. Okay, I'm not here to lie to you. Okay, so nothing's really 100% passive, right? Everything you still need to manage a little bit, right? But this is as close as you get to passive income. Financial freedom formula, month one, all you need is do just one property. Now our record is they done 5 properties within month one, right? That's the record. You don't have to beat the record, you know, but if you just want to do 1 properties, you make 2K a month in passive income, right? Month 2, you do 2 properties, you know, you do 2 properties and you make 6K now. Okay, month 3, you do another 2 properties, you make 10K. After 3 months, you make 10K a month, guys. Isn't that crazy? Wouldn't that pay for most of your lifestyle, right? You know, and if that's not enough, just continue that. By month 6, you would do 22K in passive income, right? That's 264K a year. You know, in 10 years, that's $2.64 million. And the most important part is, 1, you don't have to work more than a few hours a week, literally just a few hours a week, right? Number 2, why? Because you're leveraging other people's property, you're leveraging other people's time, expertise, resources, the plumber, the handyman, the maid. It's not you that's gonna do all that. It's you in the middle, just paying them to do it. That's it. And we show you how to do all of that with the blueprint, the formula, the checklist, everything, right? It's all about leverage, guys. You understand leverage. You can make $2.6 million, but most importantly, you get your financial freedom. It's all about freedom, guys. Who cares how much money you make? Who cares how many properties you own or don't own? What we care about is cash flow, right? Our cash flow equals freedom. If you have the cash flow right now, 20, 30K a month, can you live your life, you know, the way you want? Yes, right? So let's get there within months instead of taking 30, 40 years forever. So why are we different? What other Airbnb gurus don't tell you, right? Now, I know there's so many doing people at Airbnb and everybody's teaching it right now. You know, it's like, oh, I done 2, 3 Airbnbs. I'm an Airbnb guru. I mean, come on, man. I've been doing this. I've been doing Airbnb for 10 years. You know, I've been doing corporate housing for like 7, 8 years. You know, I'm like the only one that teach corporate housing at this level. Okay. What is corporate housing arbitrage? You're basically leveraging other people's property through subleasing, and then you rent these properties out to platform like Airbnb or VRBO. Okay, like there's a lot more outside of that. All right, there's insurance housing where families need a place to stay when their home get damaged through flooding, hurricane, and all of that. Right, there's there's construction company that need a place to stay, and they will pay premium rent because it's a lot cheaper than renting 5 hotels. They just rent 1 home. You get it? There's IT companies, there's TV show company, all kind of corporation, relocation, executive stay, hospital, travel nurses, all of that, not just one area. We have sources for all of those areas. And that's why we're able to make so much outcome results for our clients. All right. And this is not really active income. You do not have to trade your time to earn more. You simply have to do the initial setup and it simply become almost passive, right? Low investment business with high cash flow. Write this down. Asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. Asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. You risk in any business, you want to look at the downside first, right? Look at the downside. That's all the billionaires always say that. And what's the upside? Okay. And as long as you have a 1-to-5 ratio, take the trade, take the deal. It's not going to be ever going to be perfect, but if you can be right 1 out of 5 times, which means that you only need to be right 20% of the time to break even, to make money, right? Now, this business is a 1-to-20 ratio. Let me show you why. Can I show you why? Okay. Why is this business a 1 to 20 ratio? Because if you are risking, you're only risking first month rent and first month deposit. That's it. If the deal doesn't work out, you can move the furniture to the next house, right? So you're only risking about 5,000. Now, if you get it right, you're gonna make like 30,000, 25, 30,000 a year. Let's just say 30,000 to make easy math. You know, within 5 years on average, let's say you have it for 5 years, that's 150,000. You're risking 5,000, you can make 150,000 from it. That's actually a 30 to 1 ratio, right? I was being conservative, but let's say 20 to 1, even 20 to 1, guys, that's ridiculous. You know, you only need to be right 5% of the time to make money. But with us, we are right about 80, 90% of the time. Okay, we even guarantee it, and I'll show you why. So this is how successful people become wealthy. They let their money work for them. Okay, so I'm going to show the 4 fast method to get to your financial freedom fast. How many want to learn that? This is what it took me years to figure out. Okay, I'm going to give it to you for free right now. Find the right location is the F. It's called the fast method. FAST. F is to find the right location. A to ask the sublease. S is set up to stand out. T to tap into the corporate clients. Okay. So find the right location. You know that people will tell you that in order to find the right location, you need to do a ton of research, a tons of software, all of that. I don't know where to find the deals, blah, 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 right? What if I can tell you there's a proprietary system that will allow you to find the right location within minutes? Would you like to know that? Yeah. So write this down, the 3 H's: highways, hospitals, and hotels. When 2 highway intersect, like the 10X brand, 2 highway intersect, there's 4 pieces of pie, right? Where traffic flow, money flow. Write that down too. Where attention goes, money flow, right? So you will find that a lot of the hotels, hospital will congregate into one of these 4 pieces of pie. One of these 4 pieces of pie, okay? Now, you want to follow them. Write this down. Follow the whales, you're going to get fed. Follow the whales, you're going to get fed. So if they drop $100 million into a project like a hospital or a fancy resort hotel, don't you think that they have done their research? Don't you think they have a team of analysts to have done like millions of dollars research, right? So why do we need to reinvent the wheel? Just follow them. That's it. Is that crazy? Is that helpful? Took me years and years to figure that out, but when you figure it out simple, it's like the secret recipe. Now, here you go, for free. If you don't want it, do the refund, okay? So I hope you appreciate that, and that'll change my life. I mean, of course, there's more secrets to it. We don't have time to go through it now, but we will vet every single deal for our clients. Every single deal for our clients, we will vet it. We look at it. We'll tell you if it's a good deal or bad deal, right? Will you agree that sometimes the best deal is the one you did not do, right? Because if you do a bad deal, it can cost you 10 times money, 10 times time, 10 times focus. Will you agree, right? So important to know which one is good deal, bad deal. And if it's a good deal, it can make you 10 times more income, 10 times more freedom, and blah, 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 all of that, right? So the A is to ask the sublease, okay? You want to be able to ask the sublease. Why would the landlord want to give you the property? You know, why would anybody want to do that? Why don't they just do it themselves, or why would they, you know, do that, okay? So here's the pitch, right? Most Airbnb gurus out there tell you, hey, can I Airbnb your property, right? Can I vacation rental it? Can I whatever, okay? So most of vacation rental are super regulated right now, super saturated. They're not making any money, okay? Everybody and their grandma is doing it, so it's not going to work, all right? It might work, but the chances are very short, okay? So what we do is we do corporate housing, and the way we pitch it is that we don't just pitch. How many here would like to know the $1 million producing scripts, right? That took me years to figure out, made me millions of dollars, okay? So I will give you the shorter version right now. I will give it to you for free right now. Some of you will appreciate this, all right? Instead of doing all of that, you go straight to the landlord. You said, hey, Mr. Landlord, I love your property. What we do, we're a corporate housing network, okay? Over 100 plus members with hundreds of properties, over combined 20 years experience nationwide, okay? We do it as a team, right? So we want to make sure that if your properties qualify for what we do, one, we're gonna pay for it to be deep clean every few months. Secondly, we're gonna any maintenance under $200, we're gonna pay for it. We're not even gonna call you the middle of the night, all of that. We're gonna help you manage it for free, right? When you want that. And then number three, we have corporate clients. So it's a lot better than, you know, regular individual who are going to trash your place and all of that, right? And number four, if I like the property so much, I even overpay, you know, let me pay you above market rent, 100, 200 bucks above market rent. And let me ask you this, Mr. Landlord, has anybody offered you all these above? No, right? Because everybody is wanting to negotiate nickel and dime for you, okay? But we're going to take care of you. We're going to be the best tenants for them. It's a win-win-win for everybody, okay? And the reason why we build a network, because the power of the network is in the network. Write that down. The power of the network is in the network, okay? Listen, if you want to go to war, would you want to go to war by yourself, or you want to have an army behind you? Your life is on the line. Your family is on the line. Life and death here, right? Which one you choose? Of course, you want an army, you want the best soldier, you want the best team, right? And yet, why would you go to war alone? People do it every day. They think they can do it all by themselves. Oh, it gotta be right, I gotta do by myself. I'm a lone wolf, you know, I'm gonna do this business all by myself, right? So how fun is that? Okay. First of all, how fun is that? And what are the chances of you getting killed on battle? If you're gonna go to war by yourself in battle, what are the chances of you getting killed when you facing an army of thousands of people? Come on, right? So common sense, not very common. Okay, now that's why we build this network. Look, this network, our partners, you can be, your website can be sponsored on here. You know, it's when you become part of our mastermind, whatever, right? And then you can have your website and you show it to them. It's like, whoa, look at all these, right? And you click on any one of these, and it's a professional, you know, company, right? Like you know, for one here, like Monicmont, you know, this is like one of my students, you know, my friend too, and he has the property in Florida and he live in Canada. You know, he has 5 properties making him 15K a month, you know, and he doesn't even like do anything for the last 4 or 5 months, you know, hang out with his family, right? So it's very professional. And that's what we can share with you is the power of the network, right? And that's what it's all about. Okay. So is that cool, right? Yeah. So that's why it's super important to understand that, guys. Super important to understand that. Okay, so that's how you ask the sublease. Is that helpful? Put some fire, some heart in the chat, guys. I'm gonna give you like dropping gems over here. That took me years and years, $1 million to figure out. Okay. All right. So set up to stand out. Set up to stand out, right? How do you set up to stand out, right? So most of the myth out there, setting up is too much work, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's this and that. Oh, it's too much work. Well, how about going to school for 8 years, surviving off of ramen noodles, studying for 60 hours a week, don't know you're going to pass it on, get out working 50, 60 hours a week, and barely getting by? How is that for too much work? Will you like that plan for the next 40 years? Right? Right? It's all perspective, guys. Come on. Setting up doesn't take a lot of work at all. You know, you set up one time, you get paid. How would you like to set up one time, get paid forever? Right? Okay. Okay. Yes, maybe the first one is going to be like, you know, you don't know what to do, blah, 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 feel overwhelming, but that's what we are here for. We have the checklist, we have the furniture, you know, what you need to buy, everything. We check it all for you, right? And then we tell you what's good deal or bad deal. We do the research with you and for you, right? We close the deal. We give you the sources for corporate housing. I mean, come on, what else can we do for you, right? We show you how to hire, so that way the maid and the handyman can do most of the work for you. So within 24 to 48 hours, receiving the lease, it should be fully furnished, up and live and making money now, right? So what is the secrets? Set up to stand out. You gotta know how to stand out, okay? each deal is a little bit different, right? So that's why each deal is a little bit different, but I can give you some hints. Like you want some property that will stand out in your area. You know, maybe it's a beautiful deck in the backyard, wooden deck overlooking the forest, overlooking the river, you know. But the good news about this business is you can choose. You don't have to buy. Do you know if you buy a location that is amazing view like that, how much will it cost? More than a regular place, right? But if you can rent it, it's only cost like a couple $100 more. That's it. A few $100 more, and you pass that cost on to the companies anyway. So choose the nice location, choose the nice properties, guys, right? Maybe there's a sunroom, right? And then when you set it up, you want to put like a grill, you know, like women, ladies, I love you guys. They love like Starbucks gift card, chocolate, you know, maybe roses, whoever, right? Yeah, you can do a special gift like that, make the day, get good reviews. Guys, we just want some beef, some beer, and some grill, and we're happy, right? So all right. So I mean, I don't have time. That's a whole day of workshop. Talk about setting up, how to stand out. Now the T, to tap into corporate housing. Okay. The myth, I don't know where to find the clients. How do I find the clients? Take forever, right? Well, what if I can just give you the clients? It took me 8 years to figure out, tested, got spun, went through all the scammers, all the naysayers, all the bad ones, to give you the gems, the good one, to actually pay, and the best corporate clients. How would you like that, right? It's amazing way to get direct bookings from corporate clients, okay? That's how you do it. Now, you want to do it yourself, you can call the human resource department, right? It's called the human resource department of each of these companies, and build it, you know, over time, cold calling them. If that's what you want to do, it's going to take you years to do it, but you can do it. Yeah. All right. What is the formula for this? How do you charge and all of that? What's the initial expense? Is first month rent plus deposit. That's it. Okay. Depending on where you are in the world, it could be anywhere from in America, anywhere $2,000-3,000 a month. Right? You can either buy the furniture or rent the furniture. If you buy the furniture, from what we know, the best what we can give you about $7,000, only $7,000 to furnish a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. You know, and then you can rent, or you can rent the furniture. It's only like $500 to $1,000 a month. What do you charge the corporate clients? You charge them 2 times the rent plus or minus utilities. Okay. 2 times the rent. So let's say on average, let's say you rent it for $2,500, you would charge the companies $5,000. You make at least $2,000 a month. You see, so that's for each property you do first month rent $2,500, first month deposit, let's say $2,500. That's $5,000 plus $7,000 in furniture, so that's $12,000, right? Your initial expense is $12,000. You make $2,000 a month on average because you double it and you rent it out to companies. Make sense? So you make $2K a month per property. That's in 5 properties, you make $10K a month. You see, if you do 2 properties a month, it's only going to take you 2.5 months to get there. How many here would like to make $10K a month consistently in only 2.5 months? Okay. Do y'all know how much I make after become a pharmacist, 8 years of grueling school? I was making, yes, $10K a month. After taxes, it's like $7K a month. After like student loans, like $5K a month. Okay. Like no money. Okay. But this, you can keep a lot of that money because there are a lot of tax write-off. Okay. So what are the way to do this is to the easy way to mimic success, model success. Tony Robbins said that you can compress decades into days by modeling other people. There's patterns in everything, in all the successes, right? So mimic, model, once you master it, you can multiply, right? My one mission, my one goal, my life purpose, my true passion is to help other people take the steps to change their lives forever. My vision to help 1 million families get financial freedom by 2027. And I did say family because I'm a big family man, and also, you know, a big faith man too. I would love to donate millions and millions of dollars to help a lot of lives for missionary works. So if you're ready to make a massive lasting change in your life and your family lives and live the life that meant to be lived, then join the family, right? what are the three phases? That's the first phase is market analysis of your golden pie location. What's the location? What's the deal? Second phase, my team will help you close the landlord and subletting their properties. We will coach and train you on how to do it, role play with you, give you the script, give you what to say. You can leverage our corporate housing network, over 150 partners now, right? Where the third phase is access to my database of proven sources of corporate housing and insurance housing. I simply just give you the sources. So check this out. And this, if all this did, guys, is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it to do this? Right? If all this did to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it be worth it? Of course, right? If all this did to give you the skill set to earn six-figure income in the next 6 months, would it be worth it? Right? You got to answer that. I cannot make that decision for you. Okay? You know, decide means to cut off, right? So you got to give up something to get something. You know, the seed and harvest, right? So, but you got to decide if it's worth it for you. For me, absolutely. I was trading 8 years of my life to become a doctor to make that six-figure income. Okay. 6 months. I mean, come on. Working part-time, few hours a week. What else you want, right? If all this did, guys, to give you the time to spend with your loved one and really have time to live life with passion and purpose, would it be worth it? This is my mom and dad. Thank God for them. So I know you guys want to know what happened to her and all of that. So I really appreciate that. I saw the question, but I want to cover it at the end here so that, you know, my mom actually had 12 years cancer thriver. Thank God. Hallelujah. Can give a hand for that. Right. Thank you so much for your kindness. Now, how and why? Because we got grace, number one. But secondly, is it wouldn't happen if I didn't have the business to support it. The time, the money, the energy, all of that, you know, I wouldn't even know what to do to imagine, you know, if I don't have this business, that I'll probably still be slaving away at the pharmacy. I don't know if my mom and dad would be around because I didn't have the money to support them, right? All the time. So now imagine, picture a day when I took them to the most beautiful resort overlooking the water, right? And had amazing dinner, have a photo session with the family. And she looked me in the eyes and said, son, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for taking care of me, my dad, my husband, retire us, able to live the lifestyle that we always dream of, do whatever we want to do, right? And make that leap of faith back in the day to go after your dreams, right? And your goals. And even I was the one that's trying to stop you. Thank God you didn't, you know, you didn't waver. Thank God that you done everything you can to support us. So I love you and I'm so proud of you. Imagine that for you. Imagine that for you. What would be like for your significant other, your most beloved people, to give them the life they deserve and for them to build magical moments with you? Would it be worth it? Would this be worth it then? For me, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, my friend. Okay, I'll show you the way. Now you have two choices, right? The hard way or the easy way. The hard way is you can forget everything that I told you about, go back to the daytime, the 9-to-5 job, you know, or whatever business you're doing. And if it's working, great, God bless you, right? But if it's not working, if you're not making the passive income, the lifestyle, live the lifestyle you want, and that's why we're here. Right? That's the reason why you're here tonight, you and I totally believe that. So you can either go back, work full-time for the next 48 years, making 40 to 80K a year, maybe 100 to 200K, big deal, but you are trapped in a dead-end job for 40, 60 hours a week, or trapped in your business. Sometimes people get trapped in their business too. A lot of time, like 90% of the time, 90% of business in America is not really like a business, more like a job they created for themselves, right? Now, in order for you to make 100K a year, check this out, in passive income from investing in stock market or 401K, you need $2.5 million, guys, $2.5 million. at 4% dividends. Check that out. Okay. How long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? That's the $1 million question, right? How long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? For me, it was forever. Okay. It was like forever. Okay. So let's be real, right? At your current saving rate. The easy way is you can just do this a few hours a week, make 6-figure income, and be free the rest of your life. All right. So I know we get to the end here. The best investment you can make is in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. Mistake you will make when you live here is not knowing which market, not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging mentors or their lesson, lack of motivation, lack of accountability, think you know it all, wander around aimlessly for years sourcing the corporate clients. What's our guarantee? When you follow our mastermind coaching, if your first property is not booked after 30 days of going live, we will pay you the first month rent your lease. It's a no-brainer, guys. Okay, right? If you follow a mastermind, if your first property is not booked after 30 days of it's going live on our platform, you're a good student, I'm going to pay you the first month rent. So they have way less risk. It's more like a 1 to 50 risk to reward ratio now. Ridiculous, right? Nobody's doing this. This is the biggest, best guarantee I can give anybody. Okay. So anyway, who want more help? If you want more help, there's a link in the chat. You can book a 1-hour consultation with my team top advisor. Please only do that when you are serious about this, okay? Because we have very limited spot. We only have a couple of advisors that is open to do this. We have hundreds of thousands of followers. So please, one, you got to be coachable. If you're not coachable, we cannot help you, okay? No matter how talented you are. Secondly, you got to have some good attitude, right? Third, you got to be a giver, not just a taker. That's our qualification. We want to interview you as well to see if it was a good fit for us, right? But if you are, then please book that call and make sure that you have your significant other on the call with you or a business partner, right? So that way we can help you to really be transparent with us, so we can help you to game plan for the next 3, 6, 12 months. So that way you can get your financial freedom, right? Who will not want that? So there's that link in the chat. Book it, fill it out, and do it now. So that way you don't have to waste more time, because the more you wait, the more you're gonna get back on the old pattern, right? And the more you're gonna let like all the crazy things like AI and all the mind is gonna, start holding you back. Okay. So, and if you're on social media, you can click on the link in my bio to book that call. Okay. It's definitely, it's definitely worth it to do that. Okay, schedule an interview, apply for my mentorship. Yes. All right, lastly, I'm gonna place this testimonials.
I jumped into this group and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
First month, I was able to lock my first property in. That was gaining me about $4,500 a month in income.
This group is filled with people of all different levels of experience. And then of course, we have Dr. Chow, the guru.
Dr. Cho and his team have been absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Chow would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the moment.
One can help me get to my goals when it comes to the income flow up here. And this is almost happening, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first.
Tired, quit my job, 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever.
We gotta be secrets.
You gotta do it. Burn your boats, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group. You'll do it. You'll quit your job.
That's right. Yeah, freedom.
In your 20s and be free.
Absolutely.
That is awesome, man. I love these guys. How many properties do you have? 7. In how many months?
4 months,
4 months
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
per home. Per home, yeah. So that's 6-figure income right here, right? And you're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely, I'm about to quit my job.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm working on my second one. It's 2 months, and the second one plan is to do a lot more very soon. This guy's great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away.
Awesome, man. Join us, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun right here, man.
Yeah, guys. You know, that's just a very small sample of what we got. We got so much more testimonials. So you can check it out on social media. Book that call now. So that way you will, you know, act. One of the biggest things that Tony Robbins taught me is when you feel inspired, you want to take action right away. Nothing started until you make a commitment. First, commit to yourself first. Believe in yourself, right? And then put it on your calendar, okay? Put down a commitment, you know? Commitment with time, money, energy. So that way, once you committed, just like Grant Cardone said the same thing too. I asked him what are the three keys to success, secrets. 1, commit first. 2, do whatever it takes to get there. You know, morally, ethically, all of that, right? 3, never give up, right? The same thing, nothing starting to a commitment. Okay. All right, Q&A, yes, I do have a Q&A right now. So you have any questions, type in the chat. All right, so given our economic, okay, would there be a sufficient demand? Okay, great question. Given our economic conditions of a downturn cycle, would there be a sufficient demand for corporate clients to pay such a premium? Yes. Why? Because it's still cheaper for them to pay for what we do instead of 4 or 5 hotels, right? If they have 4 guys, you want to rent a home, you know, still much cheaper than any hotels, like renting 4 different hotels. You see what I'm saying? So the market is still there. Secondly, healthcare is always going to be there, right? Healthcare is always good. And then insurance housing. Insurance is obligated to pay when somebody's homes get damaged, is part of contract. And insurance are the richest people in the world. They got plenty of money. So don't have to worry about that, right? Yes. So it's still good. Now your vacation rental, I would be worried, okay? Vacation rental is the first thing that they will drop in a downturn economy because people are not going to go on vacation, okay? But people still got to go to work, right? So that's why corporate housing is still good. All right, what if I signed a lease 1 year but don't get anyone? Okay, what you do is you'll be surprised. It's so easy. You just gotta forfeit the first month rent and then the deposit. And most landlord, I mean all landlord will let you go because they don't want the trouble. Okay, they don't want the trouble. They just want to get paid, right? They just want the money. That's it. Okay, yeah, I mean, if anybody's a landlord in here, you know what I'm talking about, right? Put some chat in the chat, right? As long as the landlord getting paid, you're good. If you got to move out, just pay them 30 days, another 30 days of rent, and then forfeit the deposit. That's it. That's only a few $1,000, guys. And I even guarantee that month rent for you if you're in my program. So, you know, risk to reward is nothing, okay? Don't be scared. Okay. Any business with have risk, but this is like lowest risk for the maximum return out there. It's not like you put all your eggs. Oh, by the way, if for example, you put all your eggs in one basket like a flip, you know, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. A lot of my friends are going under. Well, with hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can do like 20 arbitrage and make like 40K a month, right? Or don't be like me when I put like 400K into a restaurant. 400K, it took a year to build out and then got killed by COVID. You know, that's a lot of money and time. 4 years wasted, right? Don't do that. With that 400K, I could have 30 arbitrage, corporate housing, and make like 60K a month. I mean, come on. Okay. All right, other question here. Yeah, the company, you have to get relationship, you gotta know what you're doing. That's why we have all the mastermind and mentorship. How do you know it will be rented out every month? Because it's from experience, I have the sources. I've been doing this for years. You can look at all my testimonials, you know, and you're charging them double the market rent, right? So even if you don't get 100% of the time, even if you just need 80% of the time, they're probably to get occupied and you make money. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yes, we have the corporate clients and the insurance companies. We have both. Vancouver, Canada. Okay, so Canadians, what I would recommend is do it in the US. The US is a lot better than Canada. It's just the way it is. That's why, and if you're in Canada, I have a great successful students that doing this in the US and very, very, very successful. You know, he's just got 5 properties, making 15K a month. He can do another 5 here very shortly. He done 5 in only 1 month. So he would you know, fly in for a month, set it all up, and now he's just making money from it, hand over fist for a very long time, you know, and he go back and live and celebrate Christmas with his family, all of that, right? That's what I would do. Yeah. So if you want to do this in Canada, we're not the right fit, and we don't recommend it either. Because everybody's moving to the US. The US is still much better. And you know, nothing, you know, I just the way it is, man. All right. Okay. Yes. What other questions we got here? Let's see. Deanne, yeah, thank you for your participation and love here. That's awesome. The advisory call is free. Yes, that 1 hour advisory call is free. So book that call now, but only book if you're serious again. Because, you know, we got really limited spots, like very limited spots. So we only got a few advisors. We want to serve the one who's ready. What happened when you get a sublease? Yeah, I answered that questions already. Okay. All right. Any last questions here? Okay, the recording of this, yeah, we pretty sure we can send you email through Facebook group. So join our Facebook group to get to see the recording. Rianne, you can put the link to our Facebook group on here too, so you can join. But make sure you email them the Facebook group link, you know, as soon as the recording is up, like through the email. Okay. And then how much is the mastermind and what is in it? So that's why the call is about, right? I don't have time to go through it right now. So we will ask you some questions about where you are, and based on where you are, we'll be like the doctor to advise you on where you want to go and what is the best route for you, because we have different options with our packages, right? And depending on where you are and where you want to go, then we can guide you, advise you on the right way to do that. So that's why I booked the call. Okay. All right. I think that's it. We're gonna end like normally. We put our hands into the screen, and then we're gonna count down 10 to 1, and then we give our freedom. Okay, now we celebrate freedom as if you already achieved it. Okay, so put your hand in the screen here and then count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freedom! Yes, yes, yes. Freedom, baby. Freedom. Have a good night, everybody. Much love. Take care.